Next up, in the 2025 TUI Soccer World Championship, we have a Group H clash between Brazil and Morocco. I'm your host, Martin Hopkins, and you join us as the two teams emerge onto the pitch here in Cancun, Mexico. To the right of your picture, wearing red, it's Morocco, led by their captain, Bagdia Lagbijibi. And in the opposite corner, it's Brazil, wearing yellow, filing out onto the pitch towards the centre circle behind their skipper, Israel de Souza. First of all, we will hear the two national anthems. So Brazil are in town, and there's always magic in the air when the familiar yellow shirts are about the place. And their opponents are Morocco, who were led out by a young 18-year-old, the number 7, Badia Hajigi. What an honour for him, given the captain's armband by the coach Aloui. So our penultimate action of the evening is Brazil against Morocco, and we're not really quite sure what to expect. Brazil faced all sorts of travel problems getting to Mexico for reasons beyond their control and entirely understandable due to the airspace being closed, and struggled to put out a side in their opener and lost 10-0 to Hungary. Morocco, we don't know too much about them, but they have assembled a full squad, and they lost to a decent-looking Honduran side in their opener on Sunday. The officials in the centre circle for this one. Aldo from Mexico, Ando Gomez, with Hector Cañez and Simon Gerlich. The senior official from Guadalajara in Mexico, experienced referee, and he will be taking charge of this one in Group H. So can Brazil make amends and still progress out of this group? And what sort of opposition are Morocco going to provide? We've had fireworks so far this evening, plenty of goals. Are we going to see more in this encounter? And alongside me is Dan Shaw, and we're not quite sure, Dan, what we're going to see this evening.
Sorry everyone, it would help if I turned the microphone on. No, we're not quite sure because we don't really know what to expect from Brazil. That's the biggest question mark. Morocco are pretty full throttle. You'd expect them to show a bit of flair and a bit of attacking prowess and throw themselves around a little bit, like to rough people up. So let's see what Brazil have got about them.
Here's Hajibi, the captain, 18 years old. To Abdou Ali. Back to Amaloui, the Moroccan goalkeeper. Here's Abou Ali to Hajibi. Skillful player. It's given away. Here's an opportunity for an opener from Brazil. Here's a chance. Great save by the goalkeeper.
Took a touch. Didn't need to take that touch. As soon as he took the touch, he closed his angle off. Just slot it past the keeper there, first time, and it's in.
Pedro Ortega, the man. And that is just about the first chance that Brazil have so far had in this tournament. And they should have scored. Still, a sizable proportion of the crowd have stayed behind to see more soccer. We've just seen the hosts put up a 5-star display, or an 8-star display, beating Australia by 8-1. And we've still got 2 games left to play here this evening on day 3 of the 2025 TUI Soccer World Championship. Here's Abou Ali, all the way through to Teles, the Brazilian goalkeeper. Here's the Brazilian captain, De Souza. Out comes Teles. Not closed down. We saw the danger of not doing that in the previous fixture, and Teles will fancy his chances. Kept it down, but wide. And already Brazil look a different proposition. Yeah,
thank goodness for that, because it was heartbreaking really to see Brazil put out the display they did because of the circumstances they were under. Now they've got a bit more of their quota, and hopefully we'll see much more even, more hotly contested game.
Back to Teles it goes. Here's De Souza, the captain for Brazil, number 10. Teles comes forward. Good pass up to Ortega on the edge of the penalty area. Back to De Souza, who lets fly, and that was a good effort. Bobbled right in front of the keeper. Caused Amaloui a few problems, and it is a corner on this near side. Brazil pressing.
Yeah, he had to watch that a little, didn't he, the keeper? Wasn't comfortable.
And here's a chance, and it's fired over. So Brazil creating opportunities in these opening few minutes.
Yeah, not the greatest of finishes, I have to say. He kind of sliced it, didn't he? Just looking down at him now and stamping into the ground. So it was the ground's fault, of course, as it always is, as we all know when we play.
Here's Lagibi. Brings it onto his right foot. Up towards the edge of the penalty. And here's a chance! Saved by the goalkeeper, Tellez. Still Morocco have it. Good play from them. Questions being asked of the Brazilian defence and holding firm. There's Lagibi, let's fly. Good save by Tellez down low to his right.
Wicked shot that, and a brilliant save to boot. That was flying in.
Corner, taken quickly. Finds a yellow shirt though. And this looks like it's going to be an entertaining encounter. It's Chuff. That's a loose ball over on that far side. El Matoui, the perpetrator.
To enjoy watching Morocco. They've got a bit of an intensity to them, a bit of fearlessness, a bit of flair.
Here comes Tellez again. Up to Ortega. Although Cañas blows his whistle. And it's a free kick. To the right-hand side of the penalty area. Niero on the edge of the box. Looks like he fancies it. One player is withdrawn. Souza stands over the ball. Cuts it back, saved by the goalkeeper, off the line almost. Good defensive work that, and a point to the edge of the area. And it's a free kick in a dangerous position. Discussions amongst the officials.
I'm not sure it is a free kick. I think the Brazilians have got here so late, they don't know the rules. The penalty's not taken from the edge of the box, it's a soccer penalty.
Usually the referee points to the edge of the area when it's a soccer penalty and then to the halfway line. So it is a soccer penalty and an opportunity for Brazil to get off the mark. So it's Amaloui in the Morocco goal. Will have to perform heroics to keep the ball out of the back of the net. And an opportunity for Brazil to get on the score sheet. After 8 minutes. Israel de Souza, nicknamed Cami, stands over the ball, Brazilian captain. And we're having a check by VAR, and it is a penalty. A soccer penalty, so 10 seconds for the Brazilians to score. One referee will take care of the timing. The other referee on the far side will take care of the action. So de Souza against Amaloui.
Well, we've just seen again there, Scoop, the Moroccan players looking to follow up on the rebound. They've just been sent back from the halfway line. There are no rebounds, there are no follow-ups.
Here's de Souza, rolls it over his foot, once, twice, 3 times, and Amaloui saves the penalty. And there's delight for the Moroccans, handshakes. And it's a corner over on the far side, is it?
No, it will be restarted because where it was a penalty, you don't get the corner from the save.
So the Moroccans didn't know that either.
I think either side have got a little bit of rule book reading to do.
Here's Amaloui.
Can be a head scratcher at times though, Soccer, in fairness.
The penalties we have seen scored thus far in this tournament have been the ones that have been driven low and hard.
Just seen another rule being utilised there by the referee. Player putting his foot on the pitch when he took the kick in means it's overturned to the other team.
Which is very careless, especially when you're in an offensive position. Tellez puts the ball forward. Picked up on this near side by Chuf. But can't keep it in. Goal kick. Tellez will take it. Up towards Ortega. Does well to keep hold of it. Looks a strong, muscular presence. Pedro Ortega. Of course, Brazil have won this tournament in the past. But a while ago now. Don't think there's quite the quality there to do it this time, Dan.
Doesn't look at it at the moment. I'll tell you what, it'd be some story if they do. 10-0 opening game defeat.
They did look a strong outfit last year, but just run out of steam towards the latter stages of the tournament. Here's Hajibi, looks a good player, brings it onto his right foot. Forced wide though, and clipped towards the edge of the area. Ortega clears. Brazil can break over there on that far side. Good shot, good early shot there from Pinheiro.
Well, that had a Brazilian feel to it that time, didn't it?
That's better, yeah. That's more reassuring.
Very Marcello looking.
Sadiki on for Morocco. Long range shot, troubled the keeper. Keeper had to be smart at the feet of Ortega.
Oh, he had to be brave as well. Credit to him.
Amalui, long ball given away. Picked up by Ortega, who goes down. He's got his free kick. Slightly theatrically. The official Aldo over there on the far side, called into the action. Aldo Martinez. So free kick Brazil, one-man wall, 2 forward for Brazil. The captain, De Souza, in a withdrawn position. And the shot had power, but not placing. But Brazil do have a kick in on this near side. It's De Souza. Up towards Ortega as he wrestles to the ground. No, says the official.
No goals yet, but I like the fact that De Souza's pulled the trigger a few times. He's got his head up and he's looking to goal.
Looks a good player.
We didn't have many shots in the opening game. We've had a few more tonight, and he's had a couple of cracks at it in the first half.
It's Pinheiro over there on that far side. De Souza. The MC doing a marvellous job trying to get the crowd going. She's been put in some long days. The host of this tournament, MC, and has done a good job. There's the flick from Morocco. Hajibi, the Moroccan captain, trying to win the ball back. Martinez indicates that it is kicking over there on that far side, is it? No, it's a free kick. Can Morocco create something here? Here comes the shot. No, it's not. It's the pass forward, aimed towards Lagijibi. El Matui in a withdrawn position into the penalty area, and a flying save from Tellez. He's made a couple of good stops, and that's another one. Still Morocco have it. Is the momentum shifting their way? Still the red shirts, edge of the penalty area. Can they get a clear sight of goal? Brazil have got the free kick. Good spill that from Morocco, but it's Brazil now on the counter with De Souza. Ortega's to his right. Tries to let fly, deflects, goes behind. It is a corner ball. De Souza. It's Ortega! Real chance. Free in the penalty area. But he couldn't direct his effort on target.
Well, I like the invention. Quick fire ball to the near post, just off target. But it's certainly a much better Brazilian performance this evening. Right in the game.
Amalui out of his goal. Feeds it out to that right-hand side under the close attentions of Pinheiro. Aldo Martinez explaining the rationale behind his thinking. Oh, great invention from Morocco there in the penalty area. Once again, Tellez is busy. Very vocal goalkeeper. Still, it remains 0-0 though. 4 minutes to go to half-time. And a radically different proposition to Brazil's opening game. Here's De Souza. Forced back to his goalkeeper. Muscular presence of Ortega up front to aim at. Tellez brings it on to his left foot and shoots. That one had real power, and it wasn't that far wide.
It felt like he might have a go. He had a shot earlier on, didn't he?
Chuff down the line to Lagijibi. Here's Chuff again. He lets fly. Once again, Morocco build from the back. Badir Lagijibi, good skill from him. Flicks it out to the right-hand side. Good work this from Morocco. Deflects behind, corner ball. Suleiman Abu Ali, the man there. Schurf in a withdrawn position. Into the penalty area it goes. That Brazilian goal leading a bit of a charmed life. Two and a half minutes to go to half-time. Driven into the penalty area. Badir Lagijibi, the target. The number 7 wriggles his way to the dead ball line and brings the ball back. And it's going to be a kick-in, which goes the way of Brazil. I don't think we're going to see any Brazilian substitutions in this game. They had 7 line up for the national anthems at the start.
There's 1 or 2 just looking to the bench asking for a bit of respite, isn't there?
I don't think there is any respite. Here's De Souza. 90 seconds to go until the break. Goalless. That's great work there. over there on that far side, wriggling through the number 11, Abu Ali. But Brazil counter. Ortega tries to cut it back but misses his kick completely. Now the game's opened up. Can Morocco, here's Lagijibi. Badir Lagijibi on the edge of the penalty area, trying to bring it onto his right foot. Goal kick.
I do like that about Morocco. They drive towards that goal. They've got good, quick feet, low centre of gravity. Once they get going, hard to stop.
And there is a bit of respite. The considerable presence of Moreira, the number 92 for Brazil, is brought on. He can occupy the defenders.
Just leaning back on the defender the whole time.
Sapping the energy from your opponent.
Well, he's a bit of a wall, isn't he?
And the opportunity there for Morocco, but the shot was well over by Abu Ali. De Souza. He's got Moreira to aim for up front. To his right, he's got Pinheiro. One back, though, by Morocco, who can't keep it in play.
What was he doing there?
And that will be just about that.
Such a simple pass there, Scoops. Tried flicking it up in the air. What a shame at the end of the half.
And it's 0-0, but probably the quietest half of soccer we've seen so far this evening, but much improved from Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, look, goals are nice, but at the same time, the most important thing as a spectacle for me is the fact that there's competition and it's been competitive. Anything could happen, the game could go any which way, and that for me is what keeps me on my toes for the second half and keeps me interested.
So at half-time here in Group H, it's Brazil 0, Morocco 0. We're back out for the second half after a bit of a delay. Morocco against Brazil, 0-0. And the Brazilian goalkeeper, Teles, incurred the wrath of the officials by taking an age to change his boots. And we've got to be on time for the broadcast commitments. And at last, we're underway. That was quite a lengthy half-time break, Dan.
Yeah, it was. And it wouldn't have been too much longer before they had to put a fly keeper in and allow the Brazilian goalkeeper to change his boots from the sidelines while the game was continuing.
I mean, there is enough time at half-time, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit of a way to the changing rooms perhaps, but it's not really relevant. If you wanted to change them, you need to make that instruction clear while you're on the pitch ready for the half-time break.
Here are Morocco, 0-0. Siddiqui on the ball. Pumps it down the line, headed out. Good defensive header that. From De Profurikiao. Driven goalwards by Siddiqui. Deflects. But it's a kick in the left fullback position, which will be taken by Purificao. Gustavo Poignani de Purificao.
Very nice. He, yeah, another foot on the pitch while that was overturned as he went to kick it.
I thought you were telling me off for my feet on the pitch. Ortega tries to control it, can't do so. Now here, a break from Morocco. There's the shot narrowly wide. That's a really good effort from Lazrak.
Was a good effort, not far away at all. I just wonder if Morocco get the first goal, if Brazil might crumble a touch.
And there is a shot from Brazil. Purificao, nicknamed Poinani. I'm not sure whether to go with his nickname or his surname.
Mix it up, Scoot.
Okay, it was all right for Pele, wasn't it? Here's Ortega. And here is an opportunity for Brazil on the edge of the penalty area, just wide.
Another instance where a touch too many's been taken there. Just hit it first time.
From the number 11.
That's right. He's got the opportunity there just to slide it past the keeper, takes the touch and closes the angle, gets a defender on him. You don't get too long on the ball. It's a small pitch.
Ball forward loose though from Teles. Abdou Ali rather. Still a good crowd here this evening. And we've got one more game which starts after this one. Hint of handball. Play on, says the referee. Touch from Lagijibi. Good work from the Moroccans, working out to that left-hand side. Here's Ahmed Al-Matoui. Lagijibi on the halfway line. Nice footwork from him. He's a good player, the Morocco number 7, doesn't he? Only 18 years old. Given the honour by the coach of wearing the captain's armband this evening. Siddiqui with the kick in. Badir Lagijibi. Back to Amaloui. Remember, Brazil missed a soccer penalty late in the first half. The captain, Souza, the man who missed. So Brazil did have their chances to take the lead.
Yeah, there's been a couple of moments, hasn't there, where either side could have found the opener. It's not been a game with no chances.
Here's De Purifical. Clips it forward to Ortega. There's a chance, numbers forward in this attack. And, not quite the quality in the finish that was needed.
Too many touches again for me from the number 11 of Brazil. Just switch it a little quicker. Bit of an 11-a-side mentality from him at the moment.
Pinheiro at the far post, Ortega in the middle of the penalty area. Back to Poinani. EMC turning the music up, try and inject a bit of life into this second half. Ball forward from Morocco. Control not there though, and it's a kick in, which is taken quickly, and back it goes to Tellez. Who advances out of his goal. And has shown he's got a shot on him. Up it goes to Ortega. And here is the counter for Morocco. Here's a chance, real opportunity. And it is an opportunity that is spurned. Great work from the captain, Badir Lagijibi. He placed it into a dangerous area, but there was no one on hand to bundle it into the back of the net.
Yeah, but that all came from the Brazilian number 9 taking a dive on the edge of his area when he should have just been trying to turn and shoot.
And there he is, Ortega, the number 9 for Brazil. He's done that a few times, hasn't he? Instead of getting on with the game, just tried to turn and just try to draw the foul. Pinheiro. Ortega. Important interception from De Souza.
Showing a bit more of that excitement you was talking about earlier on, Scoop. He certainly has a little bit about him. Doesn't play with any fear.
And here's an opportunity for a shot. Decent effort from the Moroccan number 8, Lazrak. He's had a few pops at goal.
Decent bang, that one. Not a million miles away. One of the fair rated knots.
Gabriel Pinheiro is down. Now this could be a problem for Brazil.
We've got a couple of subs available.
Paulo dos Santos is one option on the bench and Andre Moreira is the other. Gabriel Pinheiro seems to be hurt. He is going to have to leave the field. So off number 4 on Paulo dos Santos for his first action of the game. Wearing the number 3 shirt. Let's see what he can offer.
It's another Brazilian number that goes down in folklore, doesn't it?
Who's the first player you think of when you think of the Brazilian number 3?
Roberto Carlos.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Well, there's a little bit of complaint from the Moroccans, I think, about the players that they're trying to bring on, perhaps. The referee saying we know about it, because there is a discussion in a new rule about if you have a yellow card, you can have a yellow card if you haven't registered a number. Now, if Brazil don't have a registered number, they're fully entitled to give a yellow card. But they've got too many people at the moment, and too many cooks,
well,
spoiling the broth.
What I did notice is that 7 players lined up for Brazil for the national anthems. so there was only one spare. And they made one substitution in the first half, which was number 92, Andre Moreira. So I did wonder where the number 3 had come from.
As far as I know.
So there are extended discussions amongst the officials, a lot for Aldo Martinez to deal with. So still the discussions continue down on this near touchline. And this is causing a delay to the game. Simon Grilek, the man that faces a whole bank of Moroccan players. So we have controversy here for the officials. And we think there has been some form of dismissal. Has there been a red card? How many have Brazil got on the field? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's for Morocco.
5, 6. So Brazil are up to their full complement. Morocco have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it the number 4 for Morocco leaving the field? So Morocco, well, high controversy if Morocco are reduced in numbers. Certainly looks like it. And that is an opportunity for Brazil.
I don't even see it.
And here come Brazil once again. With Poyani. De Souza shapes to shoot, lays it off. And so
I'm just pulling some snippets of information to get me think that the red card has come from off the bench. And so any card that's issued to someone on the bench, and it's impacted on the field.
you have to withdraw a player.
Yes. So if it's been a red card on the Moroccan bench, then there'll be no player coming on
It's a chance
at any
for
point.
Brazil.
Of course, they can still make substitutions, but they can't have 6.
So just to bring you up to speed, as Tellez, the goalkeeper, Amalui, the goalkeeper, goes down, clutching his face. What we had is a substitution for Brazil. The number 3 came on, Paulo dos Santos. It provoked strong protests. It seemed to provoke some protests on the Moroccan bench. Leading those discussions was the head coach, Ayoub Aloui, for Morocco. And those discussions went on and on and on. And we think at some point, a red card was shown to a member of the Moroccan staff. That meant that Morocco had to withdraw a player, and they are reduced in numbers. And that has kind of spoiled this encounter.
Well, not necessarily, Scoop. Who knows?
Well, it has besmirched this encounter. So there's De Silva with the shot. It's Poyani, the Brazilian number 8. Out to De Souza on this near side, the number 3. Poyani shoots, saved by the keeper. Amalui. Well, the coach is still on the touchline, so I don't think it was him that was shown the red card.
Yeah, you would imagine if the coach was sent off, he'd have to exit the arena.
We've seen that before. Here's De Souza, wearing number 3. Loose ball, though, tries to find Ortega. Well, we haven't had a 0-0 yet in this tournament. Are we going to see one on day 3, the penultimate match of day 3? between Brazil and Morocco. Trying to find De Souza, doesn't do so. Important interception for Poyani, brings it on into the penalty. Here's a chance for Ortega, real opportunity. Poyani, saved by the goalkeeper. Great work that from Amalui.
Well, there's a strong contingent of Moroccans next to us who absolutely loved that.
I think it was favourably received.
Certainly was.
Cleared by Amalui, up towards the edge of the penalty. A flicked header. Those Moroccan fans certainly made their feelings known when the discussions with the referee, Simon Grelet, were taking place. I did feel sorry for the official because he was somewhat outnumbered.
He was, but he was stern in his decision-making and clear in his explanations, at least, and it's about all he can be.
You can't surround the official like that and show that amount of dissent.
As proven by the red card.
Which we didn't see. Into the side netting from Badir Hajibi. And now it's largely Brazil in this encounter. And it's an opportunity. Ortega! And the deadlock is broken. 4 minutes before the end. The superiority in numbers has been made to count. And the classic ball to the far post found its way to Ortega, who hit the roof of the net. And it's Morocco 0, Brazil 1.
Well, they've kept them at bay a few times, Morocco, in dangerous areas. It's just one too many for them. I still fancy Morocco perhaps to nick one, though. A second might be too much to ask.
And here is Poyani for a second. Great work from the keeper. Brazil 1, Morocco 0. So Brazil, with a goal difference of currently -9, still have a chance of progressing in the tournament.
Well, I think the goal difference is out the window, but the 6 points will qualify them if they win the next one.
And here is an opportunity to Souza! And it's the second! Paulo dos Santos has got the second goal. It's the icing on the cake, and we thought we were going to see a 0-0, but it is now Brazil 2, Morocco 0.
Well, they've used the advantage to the best of their ability. And it's a big upturn for Brazil after that 10-0 hammering by Hungary. Morocco have got a victory themselves now. It's going to put them both on 3 points, and both knowing that a win see them through.
Here's the goal scorer, dos Santos. To Poyani. To dos Santos. Patient stuff from Brazil. Can they get another one? You've got to feel some sympathy with Morocco, who gave a good account of themselves, very much matching Brazil. But the decisive moment came when a red card was shown to the Moroccan bench, thereby meaning a player had to be withdrawn. And now Morocco are chasing shadows. 2-0. Ortega on 37 and dos Santos on 38. wonder what it was that provoked all the protests from the Moroccan bench. They were really incensed.
Well, they're a fiery bunch at the best of times, the Moroccans, aren't they? A lot of passion in their camp.
Well, we'll find out later. They're staying in the same hotel as us. Here's Ortega, who scored the first goal. Time is up in this second half. We're now into stoppage time. Back it goes to Tejes. I think it's true to say that this has not been a vintage encounter.
No, it's not been blistering end-to-end action, has it? But it has provided us with a story.
It has provided a story. Here's Paulo de Santos to De Purificação. Brazil playing some decent stuff now, making the superiority count. Silva, the number 6 for Brazil, over there on that far side.
I like the work rate there from Silva. Some good feet on his way towards goal, and then when he lost it, he worked his socks off to get back.
They have looked improved in the second half of Brazil from the first. But it's taken superiority in numbers to make it count. Miscontrol there from Ortega.
His decision-making's been questionable, Ortega, at times.
Is he a classic Brazil number 9?
Not for me.
They have had those big number 9s in the past, Brazil.
I mean, to be fair, you've got some work to do to be a recognisable number 9 on a Brazilian shirt. I'll ask you the question you asked me. Who's your number 9?
For Brazil?
In your mind, who's your first go-to name?
Well, in Brazil, Spain '82, Brazil had a number 9 who was very much like Ortega. I can't remember his name. And they have had those sort of lanky, tall players before.
Romario for me, and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
Remember '94, Romario and Bebeto.
Bebeto.
With his baby celebration.
Here's Poyani to Dos Santos. Ortega's there. Also there is Amalui. Pele 10, of course.
Of course.
It's given away though. Here is a chance for a third. And it's an own goal. It's a comical own goal. Absolute catastrophe for Ilyas Lagijibi. It's a third for Brazil. And there is the final whistle. Brazil have salvaged some pride, beating Morocco by 3-0.
Well, it was a tight game up until that red card. As I mentioned earlier, it's just provided us a story. Who was it? Sorry, Skip, do you know who scored that own goal? Did you just give it to us?
Ilyas Lagijibi.
Well, poor old Ilyas. As you know, he's got his supporters down to the right-hand side. They were having a good old chuckle when that went in the back of the net, bless him. But Brazil have done what they've had to do. They've got the 3 points. It means now, after a 10-0 defeat, that they now have it in their own hands, the next game. 6 points from 2 games, they've done it. So perhaps, out of nowhere, we might see Brazil in the knockouts.
Well, the red card changed everything, but goals for Ortega on 37, Dos Santos on 38, and then a comical own goal deep inside stoppage time changed things. And it means that the final score here in Group H is Brazil 3, Morocco 0.